how do you reduce soda consumption? You first start from home. Okay, so most people, they would, when they go to Costco, they would buy a whole bunch of soda, the big cans, and they eat at home. They drink the soda at home. So first, you can start from removing soda from your home, and because a lot of people are addicted to sugar. Actually, if you don't know, sugar is actually the worst addiction. It's worse than drug. It's worse than anything. But most people do not realize it. Okay, so first you start from removing soda from your home. And I know if you have kids, it's gonna be difficult, right? But that's why you start gradually, right? So my friend, once I told him about reducing the soda consumption, that's what he did. So he stopped buying soda at home, but he still allow his kids to drink soda when they go out to eat. So that's the first step. And the second step, you want to gradually reduce the soda consumption even when you go to the restaurant. Okay, thank you for the heart. So this is the second thing. It's very important. You want to reduce the soda consumption. Eventually, you want to completely remove the soda consumption, because okay. Let me tell you okay. And the carbs, you want to reduce the carbs. Why? Because if you do not notice, the bread you eat, you are eating every day. The bread, okay, it has no nutrient. Why? Because it's processed, it's refined. So the bread you're eating, it doesn't help your body. It just makes you feel full. So that's why I said you want to reduce carb intake and you want to reduce soda intake. Because most of the carbs that you are eating, they are refined. Like, doesn't matter if it's bread or if it's pasta, they have no nutrient inside. All the nutrient is already killed during the refining process. That's why you want to reduce the intake of the carbs. But I'm not saying you do not eat carbs. You can eat natural carbs, like a potato, like a whole potato. That has a lot of nutrient. That has a lot of minerals, a lot of nutrient inside. Do not try to reduce the intake of bread, because most bread has no nutrient inside. Okay, the third thing we're gonna focus on, it's you want to have a light breakfast. You want to have a breakfast, right? So today's focus, let me recap again for the people that's just joined late. Ways to how to reduce your weight, how to lose weight, how to conduct intermittent fasting without feeling the hunger, right? Let me recap. Number one, you want to start gradually with the routine. You want to start from 16:8, then graduate to 18:6, then graduate to more. Meaning that you want to gradually increase your fasting window and you want to gradually reduce your eating window. Because the longer you fast, the more effective it will be, right? That's the number one trick, to not feel hungry, is to start gradually. Number two trick is cut the sugar consumption and cut the carb consumption. Another reason most people, when you feel hungry, it's actually not because you're hungry. Why? Here's the why, okay? If you're overweight, then you shouldn't feel hungry. The reason you're feeling hungry, you're overweight and you're still feeling hungry, is because you're craving the sugar. That's the reason I say it's important that you want to gradually reduce the sugar consumption to the point where you're no longer dependent upon it. And the sugar is really, really bad for you. Like, if you do not know, all the major diseases are caused by sugar consumption. Just go look it up. Then you will understand, okay? So now I'm doing a little bit of recap. Number three, you want to have a light breakfast. So the mistake I made when I started trying with the intermittent fasting, well, I was able to lose weight. I was able to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. It's very quick. Once you understand how intermittent fast works, you can lose weight very easily. But for most people in the beginning, the reason they couldn't continue is because they always feel hungry. So today I'm going over with you how not to feel hungry. Another reason you want to reduce, welcome. Another reason you want to reduce the intake of carb is because carbs, no matter how much you eat, no matter how many carbs you eat, no matter how many bread you eat, no matter how many cereal you eat, you will become hungry quickly. You know why? Because there's no nutrition inside. It's all garbage. That's why, and the more carbs you eat, they're all just gonna turn into sugar. And they're all gonna turn into fat. Sugar will turn into fat. That's why I tell you, you want to reduce the consumption of sugar and the carbs. Because once you do this successfully, then you won't feel hungry. Because most time when you are feeling hungry, it's not because you do not have enough food inside your body. It's because your body is craving for the sugar. You're addicted to sugar. I don't have exact number how many percentage of Americans are addicted to sugar. I'm thinking it's at least probably 70 to 80% minimum. Hello, welcome. So we just did a recap, right? Number one, gradually start your intermittent fasting window. Number two, cut the sugar and cut the carbs. It doesn't mean you cannot eat natural carbs. You can eat the whole potato. That's healthy. That has a lot of nutrient inside, right? But you want to cut the soda. You want to cut all the boxed food, because 99% of the boxed food, processed food in the market are made with corn syrup. They're nothing but sugar, right? And number three, you want to have a light breakfast, because the mistake I made, I was able to lose 30 pounds when I did the intermittent fasting. But a side effect I discovered I have been experiencing is low energy and feeling tired. Then what I found out is that because I did not eat the breakfast. Do you know why? Because according to the traditional Chinese medicine, your organ, the digestive organ, it's at its prime. It's the most powerful between 7 to 9 a.m. That's when your stomach and your digestive system has the most power. It has the most powerful ability to digest the nutrition. So after I realized that difference, then I started eat a light breakfast, not a huge breakfast. Okay, not a huge breakfast, just a light breakfast. Usually I would make a congee with either barley or millet. You do not have to put a lot of it. Just put a little bit, maybe a handful. Then you put half bucket of water. I usually cook it with an Instant Pot. It's very easy. You just take either the barley or the millet. Then you wash it. Just a handful, not a lot. A handful. You wash it thoroughly. Then you put the water level to half of the pot, and then you put it into the Instant Pot. Then it's gonna be quickly ready. The reason you want to eat this is because it's very good. It's very good for your stomach. It's very good for your digestive system. And when you're eating the congee, you can eat one egg, or you can eat like something that has some protein, right? So the reason I recommend you to eat the breakfast when you're doing the intermittent fasting, because this way you will still have the energy. And also this way it will not damage your digestive system. Because according to the traditional Chinese, what do you mean by fishing, Elliot? Because when you eat according to the traditional Chinese medicine, if you do not eat the breakfast, it actually will damage your digestive system, your spleen, your stomach. And because I'm recommending you to eat some breakfast, then it will be soothing. It will be good for your stomach. It will strengthen your digestive system. Okay, so that's the number 3 way to lose weight and not feeling hungry. Okay, and number 4 trick to lose weight and not feeling hungry is to have only one main course a day. Only eat one main meal a day. The reason I'm saying that is because a lot of times when people try to lose weight and they give up, is because every time when they eat, they try to starve themselves, because they were thinking, oh, I don't want to gain weight, so I don't want to eat too much. But if you're doing that every meal, then you will feel guilty. Then you will not feel fulfilled. Then you will have a lot of anxiety. That's not sustainable. Do you see? if you're always feeling anxiety, if you're always feeling guilty, if you're always feeling unfulfilled, there's no way you can continue, right? Because there's no fun in it. You do not enjoy it, right? So that's why I tell you, the most efficient way to lose weight, to conduct the intermittent fasting, is you want to have one main meal where you're feeling fulfilled. Just eat whatever you want. But you want to make sure you eat healthy food, right? No carbs, or only natural carbs, like a potato, a whole potato. I'm not talking about the potato from the TV dinner. I'm talking about real potato. Okay, so you want to eat, but you do not want to eat too much carbs. You want to reduce the sugar, not too much. Just don't eat sugar at all. So you want to have meats, seafood, like some protein, right? Then you want to eat the whole vegetables. And then you want to eat the whole fruits. And so you want to enjoy it, right? You want to enjoy that one main meal. Because once you enjoy that one meal, then the other meals you can afford not to eat or eat very little, because you have already been fulfilled for the day with that one meal. Do you see how that's different from the traditional way? When people try to lose weight, they try to starve themselves? Because if you try to starve yourself every day, you cannot continue. You cannot. That's not sustainable, right? But instead of starving yourself all day or throughout all the 3 meals, you have one meal, you enjoy the meal. You fulfill yourself. Because only when you fulfill yourself, only when you enjoy it, then you can continue the journey of weight loss, right? But, okay, so the other times if you're hungry, let's say, okay, some people will say, what if I get hungry at night? Okay, so to avoid getting hungry at night because you're not gonna eat a dinner, there's a couple things, okay? Number one, remember I said, when you eat the main meal, it needs to be nutritious. It needs to be a full meal. It cannot be junk. It cannot be a whole bunch of cereal. It cannot be a whole bunch of carbs. It cannot be a whole bunch of bread, because those are all junk. It will not keep you full. Okay, it will not keep you full. So you want to eat something that keep you full. It's very funny because once my friend, he saw me losing 30 pounds, then he started doing the intermittent fasting as well. And then one night he called me. He said, Ray, what do I do? It's so hard to go through the night without eating the dinner, and I cannot take it anymore. He's about to give up. Then I asked him. I said, tell me, what did you eat throughout the day? What did you eat for breakfast? What did you eat for lunch? Then he said, oh, I ate